going on with you guys, man? Today we're going to talk about biases. We're going to talk about what you could have done today. Today was a tricky day. I'm going to go over why. Today wasn't, me personally, I wasn't bearish. I was more bullish on a high time frame, and that aligns with my the way I trade. So if I ever trading against my own bias, that's when I lower size, or I'm just not as or I don't even trade at all. And that's what ended up happening. I ended up lower size, had took a one break even, and even though the trade was still correct, it wasn't a thing around bias. So I'm going to explain what you can do for biases and what I'm going to start doing for it. But this is understand bias in general. The biggest thing you want to do is always start from the higher time frame on looking at biases. What I do, for me personally, I either go from the 4 hour or the 1 hour. You can absolutely use daily. Since I'm intraday trading, I don't key off a lot of levels unless we're in like a breaker block or a fair value gap on a daily. In this case, you can see that I'm not seeing nothing too clean on here. For me personally, to key anything off of, and that's okay. So usually I'm using the 4 hour and I'm using the 1 hour. Now I want to just take these new week opening gaps off so they won't confuse anybody. These are new week opening gaps. Which one is it right here? There we go. So this new week opening gaps just shows you again new week opening gaps. Well, again, helps me with my bias as well. But just for this video, we're not going to use new week opening gaps. We're just going to look at price. So in this case, you're going to look in the 4 hour. We're going to see that, in my opinion, we go for this high. So what you want to do is go for imbalances, which is this right here. So this got to get filled, right? Even if we want to go lower, this can get filled. Going for highs and lows of the 4 hour. So we got this high right here. And then I'm looking at what we're respecting. At the time, we were respecting this 4 hour bullish fair value gap, right? So this is a 4 hour bullish fair value gap. You can see right here. And we were respecting it. What does that mean? Respecting means the fact that we're not going below it. We're not going below it and going for this low, right? If we close below here and then go for this low, then this low, it'd be in play for this to be target. But in this case, we're still holding and price is still in here. And also you can see within this hour, we'll go down to the 1 hour. You can see before we had news, we swept this pool of liquidity right here, which is me again telling me we're bullish, because if we were bearish, we would sweep that, maybe come in here, hesitate slightly, and then just start dropping lower just aggressively. We wouldn't sweep this low first and then go up higher. Again, starting from the high time frame, going to the 4 hour, to the 1 hour, marking your highs and lows that have not been tapped in yet. And now I'm seeing what price is done going into that 9:30 opening. So I'm gonna go to the 15-minute because that's what I was keying a lot of things off of. I was very certain or very confident that we can go into here to this high right here. As you can see, if you go back to one more, these highs right here have been just not swept. Me personally, when things have been swept, I still see it as a pool of liquidity, right? If maybe we come up in here and then drive in there, then start going lower, I'm okay with going for bearish. But in this case, we kind of swept this high, and I still think we'll get this high as well. So I'm still bullish on the high time frame, on the 4 hour, 1 hour. So on what I'm gonna do on the 15-minute, I'm looking for this to be respected, right? We already took liquidity right here. We market shifted already back up. I'm looking for this fair value gap and or this fair value gap to start gyrating and then start going back higher. As you can clearly see, we started to go lower. So this is that. So this blue line right here is the 4 hour, or this blue shade area is that 4 hour bullish fair value gap. I'm going to take it off, and then I'm going to use this 4 hour or 15-minute fair value gap. This is my last defense right here. This is me personally. When we came through here, I'm looking for this to be respected. I'm not gonna be. I'm honest with you. I'm like, okay, we just generate highs. Okay, we finna go up higher. I think this is a great way for us to continue higher and start trading, going up higher. So going to the 5-minute, as you can see, this is where we started keying off levels. We tapped into it. I'm looking for a breaker structure on the 1 minute. So if you go to the 1 minute real quick, and this is, I'm lying. All this is all happening until my bias. If this, me personally, this taps to this 1 hour, 15-minute fair value gap. We don't have no fair value gaps. We don't have no bullish intent. If we then key off that level and then create a fair value gap into this direction, I would absolutely take a buy like right up in here, maybe right here, and then we'll be targeting this pool of liquidity. But as we didn't have any continuation, and you can see we just started chopping around. Nothing wrong with that. The thing that I was looking for is maybe we sweep these lows right here and start pulling up higher. Where I should have, and me personally, me personally, since I was bullish on the higher time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, we all still bullish. The only my last line of defense was when we completely flipped the 15 minute. And what I mean by completely flipped, what I mean is this favor I got right here is just showing bullish momentum. Oh, excuse me, bearish momentum. And on the 2 minute, I kind of you can look on the 2 minute. You can see this was my last, literally my last sign of defense. Um, when we literally came up, respected this bearish favor because in real time, I'm thinking about this could easily be, we could make this inversion and we start going up higher. So I'm not actually sold in that idea until we come back lower right there, placing that candle right there, right below midnight. And I'm like, okay, these lows could be at play, right? These lows, this low, right? This trend line can be at play. Absolutely, it could be at play. With us showing that much momentum, it could be at play. Again, what I was looking at for me personally, when I was looking at this, I was like, this could be at play, but I'm still not for sure. I took a sell right there and literally got to start break even. Not mad at it at all because I just wanted to make sure I was going to be on the right side of the move. So as soon as this got breakthrough, I took a sell right there. Quite literally had the crazy, not crazy, but I very aggressive break even. It literally jumped down lower right there, and I was like, all right, if it's gonna go, I want to see it run, and I put that break even right there, and this came back up, literally stopped me out or put me at break even right there, and then it went down lower to these lows. Not mad at it all. If I was bearish, this I've been way more confident about this. If I was bearish from the jump, I'm way more confident. X1Z, I'm super more confident about this. Just this me, like I said, me personally, I wasn't bearish on the higher time frame, and I think a lot of people are probably saying the same thing that I'm saying, or majority of people are saying. In my personal opinion, this wasn't the. It's so crazy. People, you can view this as clean price action, or not. Me personally, this is just not clean because the high time frame, in my opinion, did not sponsor this continuation for this to be downside. Right? You go to the 1 hour. If I'm looking at this in the 1 hour, I'm like, oh yeah, after we take this high, yeah, we're going to explode to the downside and take this low. I'm thinking maybe we take one more high up, and then we can go back lower. But I'm just not. My mind's not thinking, oh yeah, we're finna inverse this entire move, go down lower to the point where we take this swing low, then come back up higher. And like I'm not thinking that. It's just me personally. I'm not thinking that on the 15 minute. So today was a smooth, a clean delivery. As in, if you was bearish, yes, absolutely right. And we just literally just tanked and dropped, and just kept on going down. But from the high time frame standpoint, if you having trouble today, or if you thought about hey X, Y, and Z, my opinion today wasn't bad. Today was, I mean, excuse me, my opinion today wasn't clean. That's just me. Like I said, I'm just going from the high time frame. If you ever got to flip it from that standpoint, I mean that completely different. It's okay to be wrong, but I'm just gonna go with the high time frame. High time frame, each candle, each hourly, 4 hour, we're bullish. Um, it's just kind of how we opened up and how we set up today. We was pretty much bullish in my opinion. And I don't like to. I hate to fade my initial what I'm thinking or what I'm very confident in, especially going into uh the morning session and then not having confirmation. So that was kind of like my confirmation right there. We were gonna go lower, but like I said, I just wasn't super aggressive on the stops and all that good stuff. So um like I said, it just kind of is what it is. So don't beat yourself up if you had trouble today. You break even day or anything like that today wasn't the cleanest price action in my opinion. And that's why we was kind of to stay on the sideline, stay out later today. I hope I will showcase it in the different video we did. In my opinion, if you go down to the 15 minute, was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Tuesday, my opinion, 15 minute lined up with this nice, getting an entry right up in here, somewhere up in here, and then I got some more entries up in here. Clean draw liquidity, 15 minute reverse, taking this draw liquidity. Now that we'll go for this, we're inversing this, and we'll go for this right here, right? These highs right here. This is just, in my opinion, I can see liquidity. I see what we're going for, and this, in my opinion, is just a little more cleaner because I feel like the 15 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, everything's lined up. This is a 4 hour OB, so this, I mean, a 4 hour or fair value gap. So if I zoom out, This was a 4-hour for value gap right here. Yeah, so this is that wick right there. So 4-hour comes up and we sweep that low. I mean, that was highs right there. That just, in my opinion, that's so much clearer to me, for me to see and see that setup. And like I said, we just didn't get that today, so which is okay. But something that you just gotta keep in mind is make sure that you're preserving capital, especially if you're not confident in the trade. And I just wasn't confident. It's going lower. Put that break even super fast, and just one of those days. So we're gonna go back for the next day, and yeah, like I said, high time frame, 4-hour, 1 hour, highs and lows, and then I'm looking at the market structure within this. So the 15-minute, I'm looking for fair value gaps. I'm looking for inversion fair value gaps. And I'm also looking for if we're above midnight, below midnight. I'm probably get more examples of that as I go on in some different videos and kind of outline the biases as we're going forward with time. And but yeah,